Seems like that's going to be the trend for the next few days.
Yeah, so we've got more clouds rolling in. The first half of the week was definitely like the nicest part. Today is still generally dry, but you're going to see way more clouds out there, especially Worcester, Bedford, Norwood. Temperatures in the lower 50s. We've got 53 in Plymouth right now, 56 in Hyannis. And today's forecast has us rolling into the 60s in Boston, but 70s a little further inland. We're going to go with mostly cloudy, maybe even overcast skies by day's end. So yeah, a little more cloud cover than we saw lately. Now here's the deal though. It looks to stay dry in most locations. Best chance for rain is out in Connecticut today. You can see really small chances from Worcester to Boston to Brockton. That's the chance for an isolated afternoon shower. It's a pretty low chance, you guys, but I'll be back to talk about more rain tonight and even for a little piece of your Thursday. Catherine? Yes, I mean, live look outside right now. It looks pretty good. Charles is nice and quiet. We've got some boats out there. We've got some kind of hazy, filtered sun over Boston right now, and I think that's how today is going to play out with more clouds in the mix than we've had the last couple of days. Wake up temps are 40s and 50s. It's a good idea to grab like a hoodie or a sweater or just a light jacket this morning and be ready with the short sleeves for 60s and 70s this afternoon. We're looking at 60s along the coastline from Boston to the North Shore to the seacoast, 70s inland, even mid-70s in Westboro and Natick and Nashua. So it's going to feel pretty good out there today. Mid-70s Brockton and Bridgewater, but mid-60s in Chatham. So you can see that cooling effect for those east-facing coastlines where you get that onshore wind. Futurecast today. With the increase in clouds comes the chance for showers, mostly down across areas like Connecticut. You're going to see that we have the chance for maybe an isolated pop-up this afternoon. It's a pretty small chance. Once we slide into the overnight and tomorrow morning, though, we have a better bet for some scattered thunderstorms and showers. It is not widespread. It's very hit or miss. A lot of the day tomorrow is dry, but again, in the afternoon, we've got the chance for a few pop-up showers. Coverage very limited. So spotty rain tonight, a few showers tomorrow. If you want to get outside, you can. You should watch radar because there will be spot showers, but there will be plenty of dry stretches. Friday and Sunday's forecast trending mostly dry. That Saturday forecast, though, especially Saturday afternoon, is looking a little bit messy, and it's because that's the day our front and our system comes through, and with that, we've got our best chance for showers, thunderstorms, and even downpours Saturday afternoon. Sunday, though, you can see we're shaping up mostly dry. That storm system is going to be slow to move, which means we could see some lingering clouds and even some cooler temperatures as it's nearby next week. So our 7-day forecast with the weekend always in view. We're sticking with 70s, I mean close to 80 degrees on Friday, a little muggy as well, but then dropping temperatures as we slide into the weekend. And next week I've got highs in the 60s Monday and Tuesday.
Dry weather while we can.
Yeah, the weather outside your window looks pretty good right now. I mean, it looks okay. It's not as pretty as it was the last few days. You can see we've got a little bit of sunshine getting through the clouds, kind of filtered sun is what I like to call it. Skies will probably look milky at times today because you've got a little bit of brightness getting through that cloud cover, but a lot more clouds than we've seen the past few. Temperatures go from the 50s to the 60s around 9 o'clock this morning. Warm up continues with 60s up and down our coastline and 70s inland, even mid-70s in Framingham and Worcester this afternoon. You know, Springfield yesterday got into the 80s. It was our hot spot. Today, it too is going to be in the 70s, one of our warmer locations. Overnight tonight, we've got some showers that develop, but they're not going to necessarily be widespread. They could be very hit or miss. Same with any kind of wet weather tomorrow. In fact, a lot of your Thursday is dry with those beach 60s, those inland 70s, kind of a repeat temperature situation. For the afternoon today, we've got the smallest chance for a little pop-up shower locally. Most of the rain is going to stay across Connecticut, but overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning, you can see we do have some showers and some thunderstorms out there. Again, coverage is kind of limited. It's not everybody, but several of you will see the lawn and the gardens get watered tonight and tomorrow morning. Most of the day is dry, and then we've just got a couple pop-ups to watch for the afternoon. So as far as what we're going to be watching over the next couple of days, we do have a little humidity that works in starting tomorrow and lasting into the weekend that you'll notice. We also have on and off showers. You know, on Friday, it looks to me like most of the activity is going to stay well to the west of New England. On Saturday, we've got our best chance for not just showers, but some downpours and thunderstorms with these fronts coming through, and Sunday trending a little bit drier. You know, I'm not ready to say that we don't have the chance for any showers on Sunday because that system is still kind
of course in New England. But you know, it's so hard for me not to look forward to Saturday and see the chances of rain. It's like, of course, right? Every Saturday, I feel like. Yeah, that happens.
Did you know that?
I did.
Wait, what?
I mean, why not say it, right? Should we?
All right. Happy birthday,
Happy
Nicole.
birthday, Nicole.
Thank
Birthday
you.
today. Yes.
I heard him like I felt like a whisper, and I was
He's
like,
like,
what?
did you know it's her birthday? And
Yes,
so,
it
hey,
is.
it's not raining on your birthday.
And it's true, but guess what? You know, May is a great month because it's, you know, showers sometimes and the flowers are out there and everything. It's great.
It
Weather's
is
great. Yeah.
It is.
It's
I have a birthday this month as well.
That's
It's a
what
great,
I'm saying.
What a month,
great
what a month
birthday
we
month.
have here.
Only the cool kids are born in May.
birthdays. That's so funny.
We've got temperatures in the 50s out there, folks. We've got some partly to mostly cloudy skies as well. Clouds are only going to increase today, so expect to see, you know, somewhere between mostly cloudy and overcast conditions. I do think at times clouds are going to be thin enough that you get a little filtered sun, but temperatures get stuck in the 60s in Boston. We get some 70s inland, and we've got a small chance for a little shower this afternoon. Much better chance out across Connecticut. I'll be back to talk about those rising rain chances overnight tonight and for a little piece of your
Looking kind of gross out there too. A little hazy.
Yeah, it seems like summer though. Like we've got showers, we've got humidity. It
feels a little like that.
It
Sticky,
does.
yeah.
It does. It's definitely going to be muggy and wet at times for the next couple of days. Worst weather today is happening now. It's going to be for the next couple of hours. We've got heavy rain from Providence to Brockton, starting to ease up a little bit in areas like New Bedford and Plymouth, but we're in the thick of it in Boston, and you've got a little while to go. You know, this isn't moving fast. It's going from south to north, so we've got all that rain over southeastern Mass that needs to lift over Boston. I want to say you've got at least an hour or an hour and a half of some pretty steady rain there. And if the rain hasn't reached you, areas like the North Shore, it's coming your way. Somewhere like, let's say, Haverhill, by 8 a.m. you are going to have rain out there. Your forecast today stays mostly cloudy, mostly dry for the afternoon in the Boston area. With that said, we do have the chance for some pop-up thunderstorms, especially inland, and the few that we get are going to be slow movers with heavy. It is. This rain is here to stay for a little while. You know, it still looks a little dim at Polar Park right now, but a lot of the heavy rain has actually shifted closer to Boston. Speaking of Boston, we're going to keep it pretty stormy through about 9 o'clock this morning. After that, we're going to tend to dry out, but stay cloudy for the rest of the day. This is where our rain is right now. We've got like steady rain out there across Rhode Island, southeastern Massachusetts, Boston, all the way back through about Worcester with some light stuff, but the heaviest stuff is definitely like focused around Boston and Metro West at this time. Next couple hours, like I said, by 9 a.m., a lot of the heavy stuff lifts off to the north. We still have a couple isolated showers to track during the day, but in the afternoon, I am concerned for a couple hit or miss thunderstorms because whatever storms pop up will be slow movers and potentially dump quite a bit of rain in the few communities impacted. Coverage obviously limited here, but this is something that you're going to want to keep an eye on if you're on the go today. Boston 25 weather app, great for looking at radar, seeing futurecast if you are on the road. Highs today will be around 70 in Boston. I could see some mid-70s inland, 60s for the Cape and the North Shore and the seacoast. Temperatures are going to be mild, and honestly, it's going to be kind of muggy. That leads us to fog overnight tonight. The potential for some 80s away from the coastline tomorrow. Tomorrow, mostly dry with just that small chance for a pop-up in the afternoon. We get into Saturday's forecast. This is Saturday. This is Sunday. Saturday's forecast looks pretty stormy out there. I've got temperatures in the 60s and 70s over the weekend. And over the weekend, we're going to go with our best bet for rain, thunderstorms, downpours, even severe weather Saturday afternoon. Sunday, you're going to see that we still have a nearby low. There's going to be some cold air aloft, and that tends to set off some partly cloudy skies, maybe a little spot shower, but Sunday definitely looking like the better day over the weekend. We get into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We're going to have some lingering clouds. Temperatures a little on the cooler side as well with some 60s. Back to you.
You promised us rain, and here it is.
Yeah, oh, it's out there. The weather from your window is going to look a lot like this morning. Live look at Boston, where the low clouds and the rain kind of eating the tops of the buildings out there. Visibility is going to be a little bit, I don't know, unimproved because of the rain. But the thing is, after our morning showers, we've got mostly dry weather this afternoon. Temps will be in the 60s and 70s. It's going to be mild. It's going to be muggy. You could see 60s at the coastline and 70s a little bit further inland. And although most of you are dry, we still have the chance for a couple of pop-ups. So you can see our weather set up for today. We've got this heavy stripe of rain that goes across eastern Massachusetts. In between now and 9, it's expected to mostly lift north of the Mass Pike. We'll keep an eye on the Cape because we could still see a couple additional passing showers down that way. The middle of the day looks dry, like around lunchtime for almost everybody. But then during the afternoon, we start to see these pop-ups. I'm just worried that they're going to be a little slow-moving with heavy rain in a couple of communities. They're driven by the heat of the day. So as soon as the sun goes away, the storms start to shrivel away. Overnight tonight, it's going to be foggy. Tomorrow, we've got mostly cloudy, mostly dry conditions. It's still muggy, and it's going to be even warmer, up around 80 degrees. Yes, beach is still a little cooler. That just means 70s if you're going to be in Boston itself. Futurecast here, as we slide into the weekend, has our best chance for some heavy, steady, even severe weather on Saturday afternoon with this system coming through. That is our next weather alert. On Sunday, still a good idea to have that Boston 25 weather app with you, but I will say that we've got more breaks in the clouds. It looks mostly dry with just the chance for a spot shower. So this is Saturday, this is Sunday. We're looking at upper 60s, lower 70s, but on the 7-day forecast.
Kind of the same right now. Gloomy, gross, and humid out there.
Every hour it's going to be like, has anything changed?
No. It's feeling like
Eventually
summer,
it will.
Eventually it will. I mean, afternoon, I'm not seeing a washout in Boston. This afternoon, we're going to go ahead and start with a look at radar this morning because we've got a solid wall of rain encircling Boston right now. That's actually where we have some of our steadiest stuff. It extends up to North Reading and Lowell at this point. Gloucester to Portsmouth, New Hampshire, you guys are yet to fill in, but it's coming in Boston all the way back through 128. We have heavy, steady rain down to Quincy as well. And then we have some pockets of downpours impacting southeastern Massachusetts as well, one moving towards Taunton. All this activity is lifting from south to north. That's the direction it's going to move. It's the direction it's going to taper off as well. So although now it's raining in Boston, once we hit late morning and get into the afternoon, I'm seeing mostly dry conditions. See that evening thunderstorm? Well, late in the day, we do have the chance this afternoon for some pop-up storms. Best chance, though, is really going to be a little further inland. And I'd say a good warning that you're at risk for seeing storms is if you start seeing some breaks of sunshine, because that's actually going to help them get